Attention, attention, all commanders. This is your Admiral speaking. I want to congratulate each and every one of you here at Galactic Unlimited. We have now arrived at the top 10 alliances in the galaxy for power. Kudos to you, gentlemen and ladies. We've arrived at top 10, and now becomes all of the more responsibilities of what it takes to stay at the top. As you can see here, the top three have kind of moved around a little bit. There's been some changes in the galaxy with the Feds and SFHQ. They've kind of been button heads a little bit. But regardless of that, some new changes for Galactic Unlimited is the fact that we have joined a coalition currently named Star Command, and we are a part of that coalition. Out of those members of that coalition also, which may not seem obvious here on this screen, is SFHQ, which will be called SCA. We are, of course, called SC Delta. And we also have Pro is going to be SCB, I believe. And then we also have SCE and SCC. So we've got a good group of large alliances in the top 10, top 11, or I'm sorry, now top 10, all top 10. This makes us a pretty predominant force in the galaxy. With that comes some responsibilities. So what I'd like to share with all the commanders out there are some of the twists to rules of engagement and the rules for being in this coalition. So as we see here, briefly, let's go over some of the kill on sites for other alliances. Now, when I'm speaking to you about this, I am saying these are kill on site lists for other alliances, not us. And what I want to do is convey to you what kinds of things are going on with the members of this coalition, but this does not mean that you are to kill on sight any of these alliances. What I want to do is do a little bit of separation where we are our own body, our own alliance. As you can see here, our kill on sight is pretty simple. There's two people that we are worried about, which is Big Burger King and Toxic Fire of Guts. The other members, I'm open to giving them hell. Just because they signed up for Guts. Any new members to that alliance did read their info and are aware that they are there to wreak havoc and pretty much be mercenaries. So I'm not too worried about making them upset. They already kind of come get us out in the minefield. So don't worry about that. Take care of them. Just business as usual. But as you can see here, there's quite a list of growing large alliances here. This is what other members are dealing with, not necessarily us. We're just here to kind of back things up. So on to the actual rules here. Let's go to the faction rules of engagement. What I've got here, let's just go over them really quick. Mostly protect miners mining with a mining ship up to the protected cargo. That's same with what we're doing, no change. Any mining ships mining and holding cargo overages are free to raid and hit. That's what we've been doing. Any ship sitting on a 0 node, okay to hit. We're good. Any other ship outside mining, which is not a mining ship. So if we see, a Tala or a Findra or something like that mining, guess what? It's available. And you know what? To be honest with you, their cargo hold is so small, they like pick up 2 rocks and all of a sudden they're a eligible target. So that's a little bit of an extra twist. Not a big deal. Just means that, hey, if they're mining in some sort of a combat ship, they are free to fire on. Any ship free floating in space and not around a mission planet. Mission planets are the ones with the yellow exclamation point. If they are not on mission and they're sitting there in space, whether or not they have cargo that is unprotected, they're an eligible target. It's a little bit of a different twist. I leave it up to your discretion. Myself, I'm telling you, I prefer to get resources from them. It's almost kind of like a slap in the face to kill somebody without getting something from them. I'd prefer to kill someone where even if there's just 50 units of something, par steel or something, I kind of prefer that as opposed to killing somebody for no reason and they don't have any cargo. So I'll leave it up to your judgment. I prefer getting something out of it. Otherwise, it's a waste. If a player's been removed from a 0 node, a courtesy PM should be sent to them to explain why. Gamer etiquette. This is something we haven't done in the past. By the rules, they are right here. This is what you're supposed to do. I guess what I'm saying is I kind of don't do this. We should do it, as these are the rules. It's one of those things where maybe if you get someone yelling and screaming at you, just send them a message, let them know, hey, this is No, nothing personal or whatever. You were sitting on a 0 node, blah blah blah. Don't do it. Otherwise, it can't spawn. No one else can mine it. Done. Bases are not covered under RoE. Does not apply to Alliance or Coalition KOS. What this means is that the rules of engagement aren't with the stations. Okay, stations aren't covered under all of these rules and stuff. A totally different situation. I guess the way to look at it is if somebody is attacking your station, that's an outright act of war, and we need to bring that. Let me know as the me or one of the other leaderships that your station was attacked, and then we will figure out how to deal with it through the coalition and so forth. Now, further down here, it does say that if an alliance, right here, it says if an alliance member to this coalition force is attacked, it has the right to immediate defense of itself without vote or prior approval. So if you're in the middle of getting attacked, yeah, let us know in chat. We're going to respond. We're going to come at them. If they're sitting out there outside your station waiting for the shield to come down, then yeah, we're going to take them out without having to worry about going through the coalition. This is completely if you wake up the next morning and you found out your station got raided, then we'll come and react to it here with the coalition, do things the right way. Cool heads will prevail. Let's see, to skip over anything down here, no monopolization of resources. A lot of you members were worried about things getting monopolized out in faction space. That is going to be avoided. If a system is full and you need a node, take the node, but stay to mine it. That is the rule. That means that if you walk into a system and there's miners everywhere, you're able to take the node. To me, I think that conflicts with some of the other rules, which means if there's no unprotected resources and they're mining, you're not supposed to take them out. I'm telling you, as your admiral, I don't wish to conform to this rule. I would prefer you not to go taking people out just because you need the node. Go find another system. I think that's enough said. Let's try to play a little bit more fair. And then let's see. Lastly, if we are hit for overages, which is what we're talking about, unprotected, out mining, especially amongst other coalition members, retaliation is prohibited. So if one of the coalition members does take you out when you have unprotected cargo, don't go after them. You can't retaliate against our allies. These are our allies. If you're attacked by other people, the rule is you're not supposed to attack them unless they have unprotected cargo. So recently I made a video where I kind of hunted someone down who took me for unprotected cargo. At the point that I finally killed him, technically he had unprotected cargo. So by the rules, I was okay. But just remember, we're not supposed to retaliate. Go ahead and go back to mining, find a different system, or so forth. Or do like I did, hunt them down and make sure they have resources to take. I think that's pretty much good enough for the rules. Just final notes about the changes here in the Alliance announcement here. I kind of revised those to coincide with the rules I just read. We just hit level 13. That means we get an extra 2 spots available, and things are moving along, and I'm really proud of you guys. And we've got some other special missions going on with Paladin, and that'll be brought to light here soon enough. And just keep doing what you're doing, guys. I'm really proud we're doing the right thing and moving up on the leaderboard and becoming a force to reckon with. Take care and fly safe.